What's up, Infinity Coders? Welcome to the 4th episode of the Python programming course. In the last few episodes, we have discussed installing an IDE, how to do math, etc. In the last episode, you have learned about math operators. You learned to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers. If you haven't watched that video yet, watch it on our channel. I will link the video in the description below. So today, you're going to learn more about math. But first, let me answer your questions. A lot of you wanted to know more about the print function and how programming works. So, our learning materials for today will be print function, math, exponents, modulo, and PEMDAS rule. Before starting, I would suggest you watch this video on our channel first. In this video, we have discussed how programming language works, and this will help you to understand the video better. And don't forget to subscribe. Part 1. The print function. A man from Russia may not understand English. He understands the Russian language. Just like him, a computer understands languages that are made for them. These languages are called programming languages, like Python, C++, Ruby, etc. Just like other languages, these programming languages have their own words and grammar rules. These words and grammar rules are called syntaxes in programming. One of the most common words or syntaxes in programming is the print function. When you use an app or website, you see a lot of data, like text, numbers, etc. With the help of the print function, you can tell the computer to display any data on your screen. For example, in the last episode, we have displayed the sum of two numbers with the help of the print function. That's what the print function is all about. Make sense? Okay, let's move to the next topic. Part 2. Exponents. In school, we all have learned about the exponents in math. We learned how to square numbers, cube them, and so on. But it's often hard for us to calculate exponents by hand. That's why we use calculators. But the good news is, it's also easy to do it with programming. Let me show you. But first of all, open your IDE. It will take some time to open itself. By the way, this is Infinity Codes. Our goal is to provide you the best free programming tutorials in a simple way. If you want more videos like this, then please subscribe. Open a project. Type the print function to display a number. Let's say that we want to know what 3 to the power 3 equals to. The first and hard way to do it is like this. 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. Run it. It gives us the answer. It's fairly simple. But if you want to get numbers with high exponents, it will be a hard and long process. But luckily, there is an easy way to do this. Like, let's say we want to figure out 2 to the power 6. So what you have to do is type your base number first, which is 2 in this case. And then the magic keyword, which is double asterisk. And then type your exponents. Run it. There we go. So remember guys, double asterisks work as exponents in programming. So let's check out if this is right. 2 to the power 6 means 6 2's multiplied together. And if you multiply those numbers, the answer will always be 64. Let's try a larger number. Let's say 2 to the power 32. Here's the answer. Another one? 5 to the power 9. There we go. So guys, I hope that now you understand how to calculate numbers with exponents in programming. You can also use these features to do your homework. So let's move to the next section. Part 3. Remainders. We all learned how to divide numbers when we were kids. If you know how to divide numbers on paper, you probably know this thing over here. This is called the remainder. It's the leftover number after division. For example, let's divide 10 by 3. We put 3 here, 9 there, and subtract. Now only 1 is left. We can't divide it anymore, so this is the remainder. In programming, finding the remainder of two numbers is very easy. We use something called the Modulo Operator to get remainders. So let me show you how it works. In real life, it's called the percentage sign, but in programming, we call it the modulo sign. And in programming, we only use it to get remainders. Type the first number, and then type the modulo sign, and then type the other number, and run. There we go. If you have any doubt, you can check it on paper. Here, 53 divided by 3, 17 there, 51 here, and we're left with 2, which is the remainder. The computer is always right. Part 4. The PEMDAS Rule, also known as Order of Operations. We all have learned this rule when we were in school. In case you forgot it or don't know about the rule, let's review it. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. In a math problem, we do the equation in the parentheses first, and then solve the number with the exponent, then multiplication and division from left to right. And then finally, addition and subtraction. The computer does it the same way. When we give the computer a math problem, it solves the problem with the PEMDAS rule. For example, look at this math problem. First, we're gonna solve the parentheses. 7 plus 9 equals 16. And then solve the number with the exponent. 2 to the power 2 is 4. Now the multiplication and division part. In this case, the division operator appears before the multiplication sign. So we are going to divide first. Then multiply 4 with 8. Now the last part, add and subtract. And we get our answer. Okay, so now let's test it on Python. In the print function, type the math problem, use parentheses, and use double asterisks for exponents. There we go! It's the same answer. So guys, we learned a lot in these 2 episodes. But you might have a lot of questions in your mind right now. If you have any advice or questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'd love to reply. But the comment section isn't a good place to discuss, so you can join our Facebook group. I'll link the group in the description box. All you have to do is join the group and post your questions there. I'll try my best to answer your questions. And I'll see you on the next day of the Python programming course. Goodbye!